Hey there, it's Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel. I wanted to show you a little bit more of some of the ride that we went on with Graham Jarvis. When we did the ride with him, we spent the first couple hours just kind of in the staging area doing some drills, which you've already seen some if you've been paying attention to the channel. This was another one of the drills that he had us do, and it's a very, very simple drill, but it's kind of building on some of the other skills that he was talking about with us. And one of the things that I've noticed with him is he's saying, you know, you got to start with the baby steps and you got to put all these things together so that when you go out and you do your technical rides, you're thinking about your balance and your clutch control and your brakes and putting it all together. And this is one of those little very, very simple drills that forces you to do that. So anyway, let's take a look and listen to what Graham has to say.
So we've done basic turns, getting control of the brakes, controlling the speed, but still need to work on that. But a good exercise that kind of forces you to do that is we've got 4 stones. We're going to take the front wheel around the stone and the back wheel goes on the opposite side. So you're coming around and then try and do all 4 without touching the stone. So what it's forcing you to do is stay on the line that you want, which is really important up these little gullies. And it's also doing your turning technique, your controls, clutch, throttle, brakes. And also you start to think about where the wheels are, because when you're turning, the front wheel's taking a wider line than the back, which is really important as well when you're in the rocks. Mainly focusing, you need to know where put that back wheel where you want it so it's not slipping off the side of the rock. So that's it. Dead easy. It's a dead easy exercise. Last time I did it, nobody did it without touching the rock.
Everybody did it perfect.
Hey?
Yeah, no one messed up.
Not one stone was touched.
Now, of course, Graham is going to make this look incredibly easy because he is just a virtuoso on the bike with his clutch control and his balance. But it's not as easy as it looks. He's just going to slowly go through it and do this. And in truth, it's not an incredibly difficult drill to go around 1 or 2 rocks. But to do it with 4 or 5 successive rocks and be able to place your tire, your front tire and your rear tire exactly where you want to without putting a foot down, this is like something that you do in trials. I mean, I know that all of his trials background comes into play here, and it's something that I'd never thought of, but we need to be doing more of when we go out, because this would be an easy thing to do once every time you go get on, you know, a trail ride. You could set a course up like this.
It's that easy.
Well, it's a little bit tricky turning on the sand because your front wheel's trying to, you know, it's steadying you a little bit, but so the key is to turn in at the right time, keep your front wheel close to the rock, and then obviously you've got to turn back at the right time as well. So it's just forcing you to use that technique, that slow riding technique. Like I say, it's forcing you to stay on the line that you want. Any questions?
You can go wider with your front tire. Are you swinging out wide with the front tire to make it?
Well, that's the key. You've got to turn in at the right time from one stone to the other. If you start, you've got to get it back the other way. So think about transferring your weight, shoulders parallel to the bars as well. More stable you are on the bike. If you're leaning the bike in, just keeping the weight to the outside a little bit. So if you're leaning the bike in, it's turning a little bit sharper as well. If you find yourself trying to force the bike round, just lean it in a little bit, get your ass out to one side, and it'll turn in a little bit easier.
Bob, you're lined up, go.
But you got to see how all these basic stuff, I'm trying to prep you before you go into technical stuff, because you start to think about these basic stuff when you're riding through the rocks and stuff. It all applies. And like I say, the more advanced stuff is a mix of all these basics together.
So are you saying this isn't technical?
I'd say pretty basic.
Yeah. The consequences are low here.
Yeah, that's it. We're learning a safe environment. Soft sand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't want to bore you guys with just minute after minute of us trying to go through this cleanly. I almost, I do 2 or 3 of them, and then I couldn't quite make it around, that one because I've turned too far one way. And this is a drill that is, again, very simple, but it exposes your clutch control and your balance, and it forces you to, and your braking, it forces you to put it all together. So I encourage you guys to go out there and in your backyard and make a little course like this and do what Graham is trying to teach us. So anyway, have fun with that, and we'll catch you in the next video, guys.